Y'all, thanks for the time. Just first off, I believe this is 9 consecutive wins going back to last year in the regular season. The second longest streak in franchise history. I guess, what does it mean to you guys to have kind of hit that mark already this so early in the season?
It's cool. Obviously, it's a big deal. But at the same time, we know we have a lot more growth and a lot more things that we need to do. Yes, we're grinding out wins, but we're putting ourselves in situations that I think we don't need to do. So it's good to get a win. It's good to see us grind out one, but I don't like us putting us in these situations. I mean, we got to give Atlanta credit. They made us play on both sides of the basketball. They're a good team, so we got to really buckle in on the defensive end for 40 minutes. And hopefully have a different showing.
Jackie, before this road trip, you said you guys were kind of waiting for that test or getting ready for that test. Seems like you got it tonight. Just what do you think about how you guys navigated the end of the game?
Yeah, I think it's just our defense for the most part. We have to get stops. We allowed them to score way too many points in the third and fourth quarter. But at the end of the day, we have to get stops and take care of the ball on the offensive end.
100%. And then just last thing, Asia, what do you feel like? Did something change defensively from the first half to the second half, or did they do something? Just kind of what happened there?
I think it's just the physicality. They came out and punched us in the mouth. We can't be caught off guard in these situations. We're gonna get everybody's best and night in and night out. So we can't get caught off of the physicality of the game. We have to be ready for that and change up whatever we need to do to make sure that we're being consistent on the defensive end.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hey, ladies, congratulations on the win. Asia, you talked about just everybody giving you guys their best because you guys are the champs. Do you feel like it's mostly that, or is it just what the defense is giving you all to be able to offensively be able to be driven and be able to score?
I feel like we were getting people's best before we even got a ring. So it's just what comes with it. We have to understand that we can't take any nights off. We can't take any possessions off. And for us, we have to be great on the defensive end because that's what gets our offense going. That's what flows us into that. And it's tough. It really is tough because that takes that extra effort. But I think we're slowly starting to feel it. And we're going to come together. And I'm not worried about this group in our locker room. I think we're going to be ready for the challenge and we're going to take it head on.
You spoke, both of you, defensively. You always grade yourselves defensively with each game. What are some of the things that you feel like you need to continue to improve upon with each opponent that you guys are facing, especially so early in the season?
I just think it just comes on the communication side of it. And we're starting to get it in practice. We're starting to understand each other more. But I think that's just a huge part. It's just communicating and also knowing personnel. We want to make them miss the shot, not just them just missing shots. We want to be there and ready to rock and roll. So it's tough. Like I said, that's what takes the second and third effort. And we're getting that. And we got to shout out our practice guys. They definitely get us ready to be locked in on the defensive end. So we're getting there.
Thank you, ladies.
Matthew?
Hey, ladies, for either of you, I just wanted to ask, you talked about defense and you guys had some struggles there in the second half, but just what Kia did on that last possession to get the block on Ryan Howard and what she means to this group to bring that defensive mentality when she comes in off the bench and how that, tonight she has the big play, but how she helps you in general in situations like that.
Yeah, when it comes to Kia and any young player, anybody, if you want to know how to move as a professional in our league, I would take Kia Stokes any day. She's someone that is ready when her name is called. Sometimes Kia starts, sometimes she doesn't. She's always ready, and she's a defensive threat that we need, and she shows it every single night. So that's key. Kia is who she is, and I love that. We know exactly what we're going to get out of Kia, and it helps us. We're more comfortable knowing that she's the anchor. A lot of people say, I'm the anchor to the defense, but I'm not that without Kia. So she's a huge piece of our team. Sabrina?
Hey, for either of you, I'm sure you've been asked this a bazillion times, but what is the feeling that you get when you put the ball in Chelsea Gray's hands at the end of the game and just know what to expect?
No, she's been in this league for a long time. We trust her. We know that she's going to make smart decisions, the right decision. And I think we all saw last year how clutch she is. So whenever she has the ball at the end of the game, we know she's going to make the right read at the end of the day. So, she's our point guard. And like I said, we trust her.
Let's bring it into the room. Asia, you had a couple busloads of your fans here tonight. You know, what's it mean to be across the country, but still have a lot of fans?
Man, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, we talk about bridging the gap from college to pros, and I feel like that is a huge key in what I do and how I am in this league. I love this. I love home. South Carolina is my home through and through. And when they show out and show up, it really means a lot. And if I can do that and bring fans to our games and put butts in the seats, that's so key. So I love it. I get to see my parents. I get to see my godson. Like, I just feel like I'm home. And I always get excited when we come to Atlanta.
Yeah. Alicia was here, or obviously Alicia playing the other
Yeah.
day in LA, Dawn is courtside.
Yeah.
You know, what's it, have you gotten to speak with any of them? I know you saw Dawn, but what's it mean to get to see like your friends, your family?
Yeah, I mean, these South Carolina rookies bringing Coach Staley out the woodwork. She ain't never been to this many games since I've been in the damn league, and now all of a sudden she popping up. So we know who her favorites are. But no, it's a beautiful thing to see. I mean, she raised us on the basketball court, so for her to come out and for us to show out in front of her is truly special. But yeah, she's now coming to games all of a sudden, which is crazy.
I know you're very close to Alicia and also Ryan. I know you really,
Yeah.
but, you know, have you gotten to speak with them or you gonna talk with them? You know, what's it mean to play against them?
It's a lot of fun. My record against Leash is like, you know, those doves are just getting in that column, and I love it because it boils her blood. Ah, yes, another win. But no, it's super exciting just to play against your best friend. And then when Ryan, just watching her grow in the SEC and now in the league, it's a lot of fun to play against them. We always go at it. We always talking a little something on the court, so I have fun.
8 Gamecocks in the league. You know,
Yeah.
why do you think there's so many?
Coach Daly develops us. She develops us not necessarily just X's and O's and plays, but she develops us mentally, how to keep a job, how to stay in this league. And I mean, she's been in it, so she knows. And that's one of the reasons why I went there. And her legacy speaks for itself. So we're glad that we can show up and show out for her.
All right, we got time for one more. Rafik, make it a good one. Asia's got to go hang out with those 3 busloads of people.
This is Rafik with Nothing But That Sports Talk. You are on the Atlanta Dream to go on like an 18-4 run before eventually getting the victory at the end. Like, what do you have to do? What do you think the defense has to do in order to prevent runs like that when going up against Indiana Fever this Sunday?
They went on an 18-0 run and Becky didn't call a timeout. Whoa, she trusts us. I think that's just key. She trusts us to figure it out. And I feel like at the end of the day, we did that. And that's what it's going to take. And I'm glad that Becky trusts us that much. I sure wouldn't have. But I mean, that's what it's all about. This league is elite. It's hard. Every single night, you're going to get a great team. So for us to come out and weather that storm, I'll take that any day.
Thanks a lot, ladies. Let's go get showered and hang out with your people, and we will be back momentarily with Becky Hammond.